The morning began with Wang Chang hesitating to eat the rations, fearing poison, until Sui eagerly devoured them, proving they were safe. Relieved, Wang Chang and Xiao Lu handed out the food to their gang, while similar cautious testing occurred in other apartment blocks. By nightfall, the building managers and their subordinates feasted on 10 portions, while ordinary residents, still hungry, fell asleep dreaming of endless meals. The next day, Zhang Yi rose early in his comfortably heated room, brushed his teeth, and stepped to the window to hear a chorus of angry voices spilling from 5 or 6 neighboring buildings. Managers shouted accusations over broken food promises, demanding work in exchange for sustenance, and threatening each other with violence. Amid the chaos, Zhang Yi shared a simple breakfast of spicy soup, fried dough sticks, and handmade steamed buns prepared by Zhou Kur, then locked her in her room and left the building under the pretense of gathering supplies. He warned Uncle Yu in a low whisper to stay vigilant, noting the scarcity of food elsewhere and the looming disorder, to which Uncle Yu replied with confident reassurance. Zhang Yi spent the afternoon wandering to a municipal library that had escaped the snow's flood, where he lingered among dry shelves and finally pocketed a copy of Haruki Murakami's Norwegian Wood, feeling the weight of civilization in his hands. As darkness fell, he returned, called the supervisors to maintain order, and summoned residents from each building to collect their rations. While handing out the food, he noticed vague, shadowy figures pressed against the windows of every building, human faces gazing at him with a mixture of longing and desperation, underscoring the fragile hope that still clung to the survivors. The night after the food distribution failed in the surrounding apartments, the desperate residents erupted into violent clashes. Shouts, curses, and screams filled the stairwells as ordinary people, armed only with cold weapons, confronted the powerful building managers. The darkness and howling wind concealed the carnage, and by morning the courtyard of Building 25 was a macabre tableau of 50 to 60 bodies, some twisted from falls, others frozen after severe injuries. Blackened blood smeared the windows of the neighboring towers, evidence of a savage struggle that left the snow-stained crimson. The survivors, huddled at their doors, stared in terror at the scene, grateful to have been sheltered by Zhang Yi's fortified refuge. Zhang Yi, lying on his white velvet quilt, observed the aftermath with detached calm. After performing a final security sweep and loading his pistol and assault rifle, he rose to address the frightened crowd. He told Uncle Yu and the other residents that food would only be given to those who worked, warning that anyone who lingered like the dead would meet the same fate. His words spurred the community into frantic snow shoveling, while he dismissed the plight of the other buildings as a conflict the residents should simply watch dissolve. Later, noticing that new faces now controlled several neighboring apartments, Zhang Yi reaffirmed his commitment to honor the original food distribution agreements, regardless of who held power. In the afternoon, Zhang Yi posted a stern message in the manager's group chat, threatening to withhold food and cigarettes if results were not seen by the next day. The following morning, the workforce was noticeably thinner, about a third fewer than 2 days prior, reflecting the estimated 400 deaths caused by the unfair food allocation. Uncle Yu questioned why the survivors did not rise against the scarcity, to which Zhang Yi replied that they either had not yet reached their limit or had accepted death as relief. As the conversation lingered, a blood-stained woman in a fur coat entered, Chen Lingyu, manager of Building 9. She pleaded for renewed cooperation, warning that endless internal conflict would doom the community, but Zhang Yi met her with disdain, reminding her that he had engineered the very chaos she feared. Zhang Yi listened to Chen Lingyu's fervent pitch, where she promised scientific management of the community and even offered to become a king under his rule. He dismissed her with a cold no interest, noting her lack of genuine authority and education, and warned her to abandon any notion of collective survival. Chen's desperation grew as she recounted her divorce, her daughter's education abroad, and her rise from a salon apprentice to a near-listed company president, but Zhang Yi remained unmoved, reducing her title to a mere general manager and sending her away without a word. His indifference was palpable, his gaze fixed on the bleak courtyard of Building 25, still strewn with the bodies of 50 to 60 victims from the night's bloodshed, a grim reminder of the price of defiance. Turning his attention elsewhere, Zhang Yi spotted Building 18, the Harmony Home Complex, where Li Jian, bundled in a thick black down jacket, coordinated a disciplined snow-shoveling shift. Residents worked in 10-minute rotations, sharing the meager food supplies without dispute, their pale faces lit by a faint, resilient hope. Intrigued, Zhang Yi approached, watching silently as Li Jian explained that he had been transparent about the negotiations and insisted on equal sharing, even when supplies were insufficient. Zhang Yi mocked the idealism, arguing that such generosity would inevitably lead to collective death, yet Li Jian could not refute the logic, his confidence wavering under the weight of reality. When Li Jian finally pleaded for Zhang Yi's help, the latter responded with stark finality, refusing any aid and condemning Li Jian's moral choice as a crime against survival. He warned that without the ability to protect everyone, Li Jian's path was doomed, and that each must bear the consequences of their own decisions. With that, Zhang Yi turned away, his mind already on acquiring explosives and maintaining his own strict work-for-food regime, leaving the cooperative enclave of Building 18 to face the harsh truth of the apocalypse alone.